You're listening to Portland, Oregon's own Nameless Gamers PDX podcast.
Headshot.
We sit around and talk about games while drinking the finest microbrews in the Pacific Northwest. Search for us on Facebook or reach us on Twitter at @ILaggedOut. Send us an email to namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com or head over to our website, namelessgamerspdx.com. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nameless Gamers PDX podcast, where we'll be talking about sexy pets.
Woo!
Sexy pets.
Hope you got your
Got
socks
it.
on.
Why are you, Jess, why'd you look at me like that? That was a weird...
I get a lot of weird questions at work.
Do you... Oh,
That's right. You do work at a pet store.
I do.
What is the sexiest pet question you've had at work? Or
well,
in that vein, if you will.
somebody
Pardon
called,
the terminology.
and I think they asked about something about putting a tarantula up their ass or something.
No way.
That's a
really?
real...
Which you try to hang in there, but it's like, you really got stuff to do.
Yeah, that's no good.
That's like some kid at a prank call on a party line or something. He's like, his friends
that's
are all
Dude,
laughing.
we get a lot.
A lot of prank.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
Like you wouldn't
pet
believe.
store.
you
Okay,
do work
I
at a
bet,
pet
yeah.
store?
Yeah. I could totally see that, actually.
Probably teenage
I'll give these kids these
boys.
days some props. They're coming up with something original to do to fill the time, because they could be out doing drugs.
Well,
Or they could just be sitting and staring at their phones.
You can't call it private residence. Everybody has caller ID now.
Yeah.
That's not a rare
you gotta
thing.
call business.
You
If
call
you're
it
gonna
business.
call a
Business is going to be like,
some shit. Might as well be a pet store, because you don't know what you're going to get.
Well, why don't we give you a little reprieve from the sexy pets today, and instead we'll talk about
That's probably for the
video
best.
games.
All right.
Let's move on to video games and get out of this sexy pet hole that we're in.
It's
Whoa.
a dark hole.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
a long,
Get out of that
dark
sexy
hole.
pet hole
that
you're
was
in there.
a poor choice of words. Let's get out of that. Let's change the conversation
I'm losing to a
to
rug.
video games. Hey, it's Nameless Gamers PDX podcast, where we talk about video games, and this week is going to be the same.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for listening. This week we got some stuff we're going to talk about. Overwatch. They're doing the Summer Games, and they got new skins. And there is a character leak apparently floating around online that we're going to maybe get into a little bit. Tony's going to break the ice on that one a little bit later, and we'll get into that. We're also going to talk about the No Man's Sky patch, that essentially is making the game,
Playable?
from what I understand, playable and completely different
Whoa.
at this point. And
Game we haven't talked about in a while.
we haven't talked
Yeah.
about that in a while. It's well,
So
no
there
one's
are
really
people still
heard.
playing it.
No one's really heard
That's
a lot
cool.
from No Man's
No, I
Sky
haven't heard
or
much
Hello
from them.
Games for quite a while. So, also, Telltale is doing a Batman season 2. And we'll discuss that briefly, as well as the Metroid, what is it, a 3DSXL?
Theme.
3DSXL
Yeah.
Samus Metroid version of their console, among other things. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, thanks to everybody for listening. Like Ben was mentioning earlier, we really do appreciate it. Support us at www.patreon.com/ILaggedOut. If you want to support the show, go there to do so. Follow us on Twitter at ILaggedOut.
Yeah.
We appreciate you telling a friend. So tell a friend about the podcast. The more, the merrier. We appreciate your listening and like your feedback. So do that. Thank you for reviewing and subscribing. If you do so, each and every episode we put out. And you can also email us if you want to get a hold of us at namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com. I am here with full table today. We have, I have, Jess, Ben, Scott, Tony, and myself. Ben, how you doing? How's it going, buddy?
Good. Things are okay.
What's new with you? Anything exciting, fun?
Well, I think I mentioned last episode, I restarted the old Super Mario campaign.
Yeah.
I think
64, right?
Yeah. Super Mario 64 on the old Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Playing it. Still had my save game there. So I have the original file I got 120 stars, and I was like, oh man, I cleared, like, you get like A, B, C, D or whatever.
Yeah.
So I cleared one, started over.
Yeah.
I think I'm up to 24
Nice.
stars or something like that. Yeah.
Nice. That's the interesting thing. Remember the old Nintendo days where like your old Zelda would just randomly crash and wipe out a
Yes.
whole
Yeah.
If you're like,
all
maybe
your
you
saves.
got that
Yeah.
cartridge with the bad battery, and every time you turned it off, you lost.
Or
them.
you
So
just
it led to guys
turned it off
leaving
wrong.
it paused for days at a time until he could come back to it. Yes, I remember.
Or
that
you'd turn it off
vividly.
wrong, and it would do the same
You
thing.
always had to reset it, then turn it off.
Yes.
If memory
Hold reset
serves.
and
Hold
hit
reset,
the
then
power.
turn it off.
Jess, you're back in the studio.
I am back.
We
Welcome,
heard you
welcome.
weren't feeling so good last episode, but
Yeah.
thanks for coming back.
Glad you see you're here.
Thanks.
How you doing? How you been doing aside from that?
Hanging in there, eh?
Hanging in there,
Hang
trying
out
to
when you hang
survive the
out?
pet store.
Yes.
That's sexy
It's a
pet store.
ruthless
There's bills,
game.
and those bills got to be paid.
It is
Yeah,
like a
fucking
pet-
bills.
It's just like a
They're
fucking
like
pornography
always
pet
coming.
store.
Life would
every
be
month.
great if it weren't for fucking bills. Anyway,
Right.
Be awesome.
What about you, Scott? How you been?
I've been all right.
How's your hammer hanging over there? Eh?
My hammer,
How's your-
low and
how's your-
fleshy.
we were getting
my
off that sexy
my
pet
hammer's hanging low and
subject.
fleshy over here.
How's your
okay?
hamster hanging?
Oh, my hamster?
Wow.
He's
At the
not
sexy
hanging.
pet
He's
store
not
over
hanging. He's already buried. No.
Wow.
I had a
All
few.
right.
That took
had
a dark
had a
turn.
few good weeks. What?
with this group, it doesn't take much to take a dark turn.
I heard hammer. You guys said hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a few good weeks. It's been warm still, as everybody knows. I guess it's supposed to cool down here.
Thank God.
Yeah, we could use a little break.
Trying to finish up. I did finish up my game. We
game
can
is
talk
that?
about that more later. The
Okay.
Ghost Recon finally beat that. That thing was definitely long enough to go for. Looking for another game to try to tide me through till Destiny 2 comes out, because I probably will get in on that
Yeah.
one.
So probably Destiny.
So probably, yeah. Well, I started it up, and
I mean, that's
it's
what
like,
I've been doing.
Yeah, just trying to remember the whole game. It's like, okay, it's coming back,
Yeah.
but
It ain't that
Feel.
hard.
not too bad.
What about you, Tone?
Not too much. Been playing a few games, doing the work thing, and trying to survive the heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got AC.
Yeah, I do.
Shut the fuck up.
Right?
It ain't that
Jeez,
bad.
toting.
Survive the AC.
Well, we do have those things to get into, and we're going to tear that open pretty soon here. But before we do that, Scott left us
Soonish.
with a question last week. And Scott, what was the question? And what have we?
This was a funny one.
What do we got?
This is good.
All right.
This is a good one.
So we posed the question of kind of like a where are they now scenario.
Word.
Video game characters, preferably. What happened to them? We played with them 20 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yep.
Where did they go off to? I came up with a few. I'm gonna go around the room here. Tony, what did you come up with?
So I was thinking, like Mega Man. He's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's Mega Man up to
It's been
these
20
days?
years. Dr. Wily was quite old when he was fighting Mega
Right.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dr. Wily's dead, so now he has nothing to do.
Ah,
He's kind of become this old, grizzled robot.
some rusting in the
Just
corner.
Kind
Just
of
hanging out.
just, yelling at the kids, get off my lawn. Just kind of.
Just a crotchety old
just getting
man.
crotchety and mean.
Is his dog with him? Is Rush with him? Like
Rush
sitting
is
there
with
on the
him.
porch?
Rush is
on the
Rush is looking a little
Rush is
pathetic,
dead.
though.
Is he down to 3 legs?
Oh, Rush,
Yeah.
Rush got rabies.
Rush is dead.
Put him down.
Someone dropped Rush off at the doorstep of the sexy pet store
Oh,
in his old age, and he did not survive.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
it's too much for his heart and his hips. Right?
There's a pretty decent A&E documentary
About the sexy pet store?
about Rush's
Oh.
fall. His,
yes.
his
Fall
downward
Rush.
spiral.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
that,
it was.
wouldn't that be like Animal Planet?
It was just depressing. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's called Rush. I think it's called Rush Burnout versus Fade Away. The story of the mechanical dog from Mega Man. I believe is the title.
It didn't. Yeah, things didn't end well for.
It's a rough
Something to that
story.
nature.
Poor
It
little
is,
guy.
Yeah.
What about you, Randy? What did you come up with?
I just made something up like right a little bit ago. And that
Me
was
too.
Kid
Yeah,
Icarus.
we were all there.
Yeah.
Kid Icarus. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Let's not hide the facts here. I had someone randomly pick a video game character, a location, and a
Right.
noun.
Noun.
And by someone, he
And
means
I
us.
got Kid Icarus, Las Vegas, stripper.
You're welcome.
Stripper.
Yep.
The story is told right there. Really, do you need
anymore.
a lot more information? I mean, there's not a lot
give,
more
give
detail.
us a
to
little
go in
more,
there.
though. Give us a little more detail.
Well, last
He's
we
developed
caught
a
up
drug
with well,
Last season on Kid Icarus in Vegas.
Anything can happen
gotta
in
make
Las
that
Vegas
money.
with strippers.
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Anything.
Got to make that money. Last I heard from Kid, was, I believe,
Are you allowed to call him kid?
his
Is he
friends
dancing
call him
for nickels or something? Like, I mean,
no, he makes good money, or he was making good money until he was.
If you're a stripper, I think Vegas
Well, he's
is
been
the best
put
place
away.
to be, right?
There was an episode of Cops. It's a long story.
It was embarrassing because it was bike cops.
I was lucky to get out alive and be here, to be honest, today. This was just last weekend, by the way. Yeah, it's been a long week.
Poor fucker.
Long 2 weeks, really. Glad to be here. So,
They
what
tried
about
to
you, Ben?
pixelate his face, but it just made it look right.
You know, I was gonna try and give you like, oh yeah, one of the COD guys or the Master Chief, but you know, like the COD guys are just waiting for the next mission, and the Master Chief is probably in hibernation somewhere with the Cortana, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what game you're playing, he ends up back in hibernation. So that left me with Duke Nukem.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Duke Nukem is. I think I see him on the way to work every day when I go down Marine Drive, and there's that like a sort of like a makeshift shanty village of
that guy's name is
yeah.
broken down
Yeah.
fucking RVs.
I
from
see that
all
on my way to
homeless
work
people.
as well.
The guy's name is Paul.
There's a guy there. He's got the full on
Paul
the
Newcomb.
Bosworth. You know, the Bosworth,
Boz.
the Brian Bosworth
Yeah.
mullet, you know, and the glass is like, I think that was Duke Nukem.
He's living in a
Does
van
he
down
even
by
look
the
like
river.
the guy that's like used to be buff, but it's kind of gone to seed.
It's kind of flabby now. Yeah. Like, you know, the old, the Incredibles. He's, you know, from a big chest to a big gut kind of thing. Yeah.
Barrel chest.
I don't know. He's still making ends meet, sorta. He's literally in a van down by the river, basically. And, you know,
Yeah.
Nice.
I think his RV has to be towed if he wants to move it, but that's just from what I can see driving by.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
is
I don't know.
an unfortunate shift
Yeah.
of
That's it.
events.
That's
Things,
unfortunate.
things have been
From
hard for
saving
the
the world
Yeah.
to living down by the Columbia River.
Yep.
Life takes some hard turns sometimes.
Underneath
It does,
the
man.
Glenn Jackson overpass there. just
Shit
under the
gets
river.
real. Shit gets
He's got
real.
about 12 other RVs, so he's got some friends. He's got a little posse.
Oh,
He's got an
okay. He's got
entourage, really. Other homeless people.
Sounds more like a Mad Max scenario at this point.
Yeah.
It's
kinda looks like
they're
a-
ready for that Mad Max.
Is this-
They
event.
are.
It
is
just
this an
hasn't
RV
happened yet.
I can
situation, or is this like
confirm
a
that is
flotilla?
exactly what it looks like.
This is it's like an RV situation. There's like 12 of them there,
Okay.
and they kind of migrate up and down the river on that road.
Okay. So they're not
every-
in the river. I was thinking,
No,
they're
no.
forming some kind of
They're
rudimentary
literally we're literally
flotilla.
we're talking on the
Creating
levee,
their own water world.
like just pulled over on the side
That
of the road.
helps.
Yeah.
There'll be a couple of RVs, maybe a tarp connecting 2 or 3 of
Do you
them.
think they're eating beans out of a can directly?
No. I think
No.
at their best times they're eating beans out of a can. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey
Who
man,
the fuck knows?
they've got a Panera dumpster really close.
Ooh, that means really good beans.
It does.
and
It
bread.
does.
And
really
some bread.
good beans
Probably some
from
bread,
Panera.
yeah.
Very good bread. Okay.
Although I don't know, every time I go to Panera,
Not
I get
good
my
bread?
to-go order going, and the wife, she likes the rolls, not the baguette.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yep.
She asked for the roll, and they're always out of rolls.
Maybe they're really good, and that's the reason why. I don't know.
Maybe they only
How
get
can
like
a
5
sandwich
shipped
store?
in
They're
a
always
day.
out of rolls, and the Napa almond chicken salad.
You know,
I'm gonna
maybe-
say their chicken salad sandwich with almonds and cranberries is fantastic, and I'm like, oh, you give me the fuck, I'll take a whole chicken
Sounds
salad
very
sandwich. They're like,
festive.
oh, we're out of chicken salad at 2 p.m. You're out of chicken salad. You can't make some anyway.
I feel like the rolls. Yeah, you should
We're
probably
getting
question it.
sidetracked here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
When I go to Panera, I have positive experiences with in-stock food.
See,
yeah, well.
yeah.
Stop
Yeah, I
asking
guess,
for food
yeah,
they
it
don't
could be
have, Ben.
different from everyone. Maybe you should question it. Speaking of questions,
How you supposed to know?
Jessica, what did you come up with?
So, in this week's episode about animals and dark turns,
Whoa.
I went with Parappa the Rapper.
Hoi hoi.
So everybody has their lovable characters from TV shows and whatnot. And,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is what was happening the whole time.
Oh,
So after a long battle with drug use, it was a gossip, but nobody knew for sure.
Yeah. Didn't prove
Eventually that turned into a life of crime. And unfortunately, in a burglary gone wrong, Parappa bit somebody.
Oh.
So animal
man.
control had to come and take them away, and we all know what happens to
Oh.
animals that bite.
was this in Compton?
Euthanization.
Don't
No.
remember
No.
a location.
No, probably not. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
No, it was probably
Just throwing it out there.
That's
I don't know.
somewhere in Iowa, knowing Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
Idaho.
But unfortunately,
Well, it sounds absolutely
one of those fame
terrible.
too soon, too fast stories.
Yeah.
Fizzle out and burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I came up with a few here, gentlemen.
what do you got to do?
And listeners, I got 4 of them here, so let's just bear with me here on this
Mm-hmm.
one. Earthworm Jim,
Ooh.
ladies and gentlemen.
And where is
Oh,
he?
yeah.
Earthworm Jim, you know where he was? Nobody knows where he's at now. He kind of dropped off. But he did have a short cameo in the 1998 Godzilla movie.
What?
Opposite
Oh,
Matthew
yeah.
Broderick.
Yeah, that's right.
He was worm number 3.
He was his Chernobyl worm.
Yeah.
I thought
that's
he
what,
looked familiar.
That's
man.
what happened to him. He lost
Damn
the
it,
suit
I
and
knew it.
became an actor.
Good for Jim.
Yeah.
Well, that was a while ago. Still,
Yeah.
even today.
It's been a while.
Plot does
Yeah.
matter. Yeah.
There was Tremors. I don't know if that's the same. They look
No,
very
that's
similar.
not-
I believe I heard he auditioned for that. I don't think
That
he
was
got
the worm
Tremors
from
role.
Dune,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
where
the old sandworm.
that's where that was
Yeah.
from, yeah.
Oh, and the Beetle. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Probably the same guy. Yep. I'm just gonna skip that.
You guys remember Ice Climbers?
No.
Ice Climber.
Do you mean
Ice Climbers?
the NES classic game?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
Ice Climber?
Yeah, 1985.
I do.
Not too many people know. Popo and Nana are their names.
Right.
Okay. Shortly after the video game came out in 1985, they started getting hiring to a higher end clientele of mountaineering groups
And why-
as
okay.
celebrity
Right?
Sherpas because they were famous at the time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And that was the style at the time. Unfortunately, one time while taking some groups up, Nana was sucked down a crevice,
Oh.
That's
never to be heard from again.
That's a yeah.
Nobody knows.
You got to
Nobody
watch
knows.
out for those
they
crevasses.
Once
It's
you
the hazard of
crevices.
the adventure.
once you go crack,
Yeah.
you never come back. They
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
That's
heard.
what I've been told. I don't
And-
know.
That's
can't
why I don't
say.
go
I've
up
never tried
mountains.
it.
I stay down here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Popo, unable to deal with it, kind of picked up a heroin habit. And he
yeah.
died.
It's
So
an
those
epidemic.
Opioids, yeah.
Yeah, he died. He died shortly afterwards from a drug overdose.
It's never
and
a pleasant fall from the top.
From the
is
top.
it?
Right.
It's
No.
always there's always some sort of substance abuse.
Yeah.
There's a crash.
That's too bad.
There's a crash. You guys remember Burger Time?
Yes.
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 I think,
Oh
I think
no,
we can-
Burger Bob.
No.
No,
Pepper Pete.
Pepper
Or Peter.
Pete.
Peter Pepper.
Peter
Peter
was that
Pepper
name?
is his name.
Okay.
All right.
Unfortunately, shortly afterwards, he got a lot of health code violations, and they shut down his place of
Oh
business.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unable to do what he loves
they're
for a
very strict.
living, fell into a deep depression and killed himself in 1997.
Oh
Oh
man, this is
sorry, Pete.
Wow.
the episode
are
of
some
Dark Turns.
I mean, what do you expect? You're making food. You're making food with your
Yeah.
feet.
I mean, there's
Half the
take
food
that
is
away.
running around.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's hard.
Why do you have this
Man
giant
comes
burger?
along, proclaims to be the king of burgers, and then what do you know? How are you going to
What
top
are you going to
that?
do?
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah.
And then I had one more. We all played Paperboy.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Julio.
Julio.
Yeah, Julio.
Julio the Paperboy.
Yes. Of course,
shortly
it was-
after becoming the greatest paperboy ever, he opened up a little drug delivery ring. Okay,
Not a
yes.
terrible idea.
Not a bad
Entrepreneur,
idea.
this little Julio.
Little bit of prostitution on the side. A
yes,
couple
I
of
followed
cases
this
on there.
story. Yeah.
Unfortunately, one of his delivery guys turned state's evidence against him.
Oh no.
He served.
You gotta watch your people, man.
You gotta trust him. He served 15 years in federal prison.
Okay.
He is out now.
Yeah.
He's back to doing what he loves best, is playing video
Paper?
games in his
Oh,
mom's
yes,
bedroom,
yes.
basement,
Basement.
and
Hey.
delivering newspapers.
Of course, he was. How could we forget? He was part of the Icarus Ring,
Right.
is what they called. They called it
Yeah,
the Halo, the Golden
Yeah.
Halo,
The Golden Halo.
And
I remember
the
that.
song "Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard" was actually about a drug deal. That involved.
Yeah. Not.
A lot of people don't realize
Nobody picked
Little
up
known
on that.
fact.
The gaming history is so rich, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Julio.
Yeah.
Paul,
Little-
Paul
little
Simon.
Julio.
Paul
Yes.
Simon was
He
singing about
yes
the-
knew about it.
paper
Little
boy.
Julio, he's
saw it coming.
Hey
He saw
man,
it coming.
hang in there, buddy. I'm sending good thoughts and stuff.
Yes,
your way
yes.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
that
right.
that
Yeah.
certainly leaves us with a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Speaking
of some terrible
Speaking of questions, you guys want to play a little something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
you got that one, huh?
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys think you can answer some
Set
questions?
him up and knock him down. All right.
That was what we call a flawless transition.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Flawless transition.
Flawless. Let me just double check.
This is a game that we play
run
every
here.
episode where Ben will ask us questions about video games and we are to answer them.
right.
And he will have a buzzer that
A
sounds
correct
either-
answer will be followed by the sound of, and an incorrect answer will be followed by. All right.
Yeah, and that's how we do this game. So you will probably yell at the podcast a lot during this period of time.
You guys ready?
Well encouraged, by the way.
Feel free to
Clear
just go
your
ahead and
mental
scream in the middle of
palate.
traffic.
This one, I can't really scale these. I'm kind of all over the board here.
All right.
Just go blank and go with your gut on these. Question number 1 goes a little something like this. What item does Link pull from the pedestal in the Temple of Time, only
A mirror.
to have it taken by the sages until he's older?
The Master Sword.
Hey, Master Sword. I didn't get to
Yeah.
the mirror. You were
was
too quick on the draw.
fine.
I couldn't find the button.
I
Sorry.
tried.
Yeah, it was good. Hey,
I tried.
try is a good. It's good.
Julio! Drugs, please!
Julio! All right, man.
He doesn't do that anymore.
Right, he's not even here. I don't know
Sure.
what I'm doing.
Sure, he doesn't.
Who can tell me what 2010 FPS title caused a stir in Cuba because it depicted the assassination of Fidel Castro?
Metal
Black
Gear.
Ops.
Oh man. I'm sorry.
Black
Scott,
Ops.
that's
Black
right.
Ops.
Nice.
That was good.
The first one. The best. Black Ops.
Yeah, it was Black Ops 1.
The rest.
You know, I played
Pale.
some of that. I didn't really jive with the Black Ops.
Yeah, it was,
I don't know that I finished it.
The first one
It was
all
better
right.
than the second one.
It was all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even bother checking the second one out. Moving on. Here we go. Kazooie of Banjo-Kazooie
Oh, of the.
can get the ability of flight if he collects feathers of what color?
Red.
Hey! I wasn't sure how people...
Nice.
Okay, all right. I got one more for you.
That was Scott.
This one's going to be
2 in a row for
This
Scott.
one's going to go quick. Who is the archenemy of Samus Aran?
Mother Brain.
Metroid. Oh, shit.
It's not. It's
No?
not. Metroid, sometimes she works with the Metroids. Sometimes she works with Mother Brain. Sometimes she defeats
Metroid.
them. There's this...
Wait.
There's a character.
Are you talking like a main villain?
The yeah, in most, and I think at most of the games, the archenemy, Samus Aran, she's competing against a particular space pirate.
Oh, okay. So she's okay. So you're not talking like the enemy
no,
you kill.
The Metroids are used in an evil manner. The Metroids are kind of a brain. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The guy,
Wait.
he gets turned into a few different things.
Not
Really?
Not the eggplant guy.
Not the eggplant
okay,
guy.
I'm thinking Nintendo Kid.
There's a specific
Captain
name
Nintendo.
Captain Nintendo.
that
Captain
that Samus Aran battles with a lot. This
Ah.
guy's usually working with the people that are trying to work with the Metroids, or the
Jerks.
Mother Brain. And
Donald Trump.
No.
No.
I'm totally
Ready?
Julio.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna
It
give-
is
I'm gonna give it to
Julio
you.
I don't
from
think we know
Paperboy.
this.
It's not Julio from Paperboy, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna hear it. I'm gonna be pissed.
this is Ridley. Ridley, the Meta Ridley when he gets
No.
more. Okay,
Ridley Scott. Alien.
not Ridley Scott. I Wikipedia.
The
I couldn't
Chronicles?
find.
I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
find a last name for Ridley. Just Ridley
All
the
right.
space pirate, basically.
Scott, I know, had at least 50%, so he is the
it
winner.
was, a couple there for Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing
I got 2.5.
Good job, sir.
I'm gonna take metric
that was,
on that
that was
one.
some fine game playing.
I do what I can.
That's all we got this
do
episode.
what I can.
Battled
Those are good ones,
valiantly
that
and
last
did
one.
well.
Tune in next time.
Yeah. Thanks for that. That was fun. It's good. It's always fun. Trivia's always good. Trivia's always good.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to talk about, we're going to have a commercial for you to listen to, probably about beds. And then we'll be right back. Right after
these messages, we'll be right back.
I didn't do the loud.
Remember the thing?
Yeah, and then
Yep.
it falls on the horse.
Yeah.
Saturday
Yes.
morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Yes, Saturday morning.
All
cartoons.
right.
All right. But for real, right now, we're leaving. Bye. This episode of Nameless Gamers PDX podcast is brought to you in part by Casper. I don't know about you, but I value a good night's sleep. If you're looking for a sleep cheat code, we recommend Casper. Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the price. They're a new hybrid mattress that combines premium latex foam with memory foam, so they're extra comfortable. They also have a risk-free trial and return policy. Try sleeping on a Casper for 100 days with free delivery and painless returns. You can get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/friends/NGPDX. What are you waiting for? Go to casper.com/friends/NGPDX and get your $50 and get started today. Thanks, Casper. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nameless Gamers PDX podcast. Thanks for listening to that story about going to sleep, beds and going to bed, and Casper mattresses, probably.
Get a good night's sleep.
Hopefully it's Casper mattresses.
90-day, 100-day trial?
Yes.
90-day trial?
Go there now. NGPDX.com/friends/ whatever it said in the thing.
You fucking read it, you jackass.
Check that out. I
Oh,
believe it's in GPDX.
fail.
Pretty sure.
Whatever.
If it's a commercial for Mattress Firm and you didn't fucking realize it, you're
News to
fucking
me.
asshole.
And speaking of news,
News is.
Tony, do you have some news?
What do we got, Tom?
Do we do stuff like that?
Yes.
Talk to me.
So we've got some Overwatch information.
I
if
heard a
you-
little
if you-
something.
If you haven't figured it out, the Summer Game 2017 has started. Kind of a playoff of last year's with the Olympics, the tie-in that they had.
Uh-huh.
And
That's right. I remember the
Lucio
game skin
Ball.
they had. Yeah. Okay.
They're putting out a 2017 version, new skins,
They have.
Right.
I played it.
much more beach oriented. It seems with the new skins.
They are
Okay.
very much so. Yes.
Yeah. So
I have
you were telling
the
us,
Sombra skin is the only one that I have that's new so far. Yes.
okay. And you were telling us earlier. What was it? The Soldier 76 skin. And he's like wearing some
Yes. He has
board shorts.
yes, he has shorts and flip flops, and you can look these up online. And a apron, and it says "Raise the stakes," and it's
As in, like-
steaks, but like
Like
beef
meat.
steaks,
EAK.
like meat breasts and
Steaks.
Yeah. So it's
So is it just new skins for the summer, or is
Yeah.
there an
Yeah.
actual?
Yeah.
Is there an actual
Couple new
game
outfits for the
So-
people.
that they've made for the summer?
yeah, a couple changes they made.
Like
One,
a level.
there's Lucio Ball. Lucio Ball is
They did bring it back again.
sort
this
of
year.
like and
Okay.
it's sort of
It's like
like,
a soccer.
Rocket League. If you played Rocket League, it's sort of like that, but with Lucio.
Okay.
So kind of different, but yeah, they have the new skins, and they also discounted the last year's event skins to like half price.
Oh, okay.
or maybe
Nice.
even lower than that. They may be like I don't know. I'll have to look, but they're pretty cheap. I know I bought one because
It's kind of cool because
wow,
you know
so
in
really
any
cheap.
game you could have 2 or 3 people trying to be the same character.
Yeah.
But now they can all
They can look a little
totally
different.
different.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
be it.
makes it a little more.
That's the convenience of
Unique,
the skin
I guess, yeah.
system.
So
there.
it's
I
you
get
know
it.
they got
It's
some
cool.
new skins. Some of them are cool. The one for Widowmaker is really cool. She's in a bikini and got that
Chonker.
crazy hair.
Pervert.
Yeah, right.
The hard part- yeah.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
There's good ones. Yeah, it's what it is.
So related to Overwatch, this summer, we just had Doomfist released, as we talked about last
Cincinnati, I
the
believe.
Cincinnati
Right.
Doomfist, you know,
Right.
where he hails.
Apparently, the
Or maybe
next
it was Numbani.
possible hero has already been leaked.
Who dat?
It is a female. Her name is Siren, Psyren. So, like, possibly like psychic.
So this is
Okay.
a rumor, correct?
Yes,
Or-
this is
okay.
all rumor right now.
Okay.
And it's coming from somebody that's supposedly a Blizz dev, but there's like screenshots that make it look kind of possibly legit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the things, apparently the leak lacks like proper 3D modeling for it, but it's got like some of like the hand-drawn stuff that we've seen
Yeah.
for some of the other characters early on in the development process.
some sketches and stuff.
Yeah, like not beyond sketches, but like actual.
Are we sure Blizzard didn't? This isn't an on purpose. Oops.
Nope, we're not sure
leak?
because
We're not sure.
Yeah.
It is
Rumor.
Blizzard, so that's very
Mm-hmm.
well possible. You know, they do. They're not. I don't see
Yeah,
them to
like I think
be above
we've been
this.
hinted at with other characters,
Yeah,
right? And that's fine. I mean, what's cool is
but
that when they
not
drop
one
a
of the things
character,
that-
not to toot our own
everybody
horn, but
gets it.
yeah, we did.
yeah, that's
one of the
fucking
things
right.
though that was
there's
released
that.
with it was a
Not
fairly
to toot my own
extensive.
horn, but you know.
One of the things though, it was a fairly extensive biography for her. Apparently,
Right.
So she like there's some relation to Reaper. Like Reaper was like a former teacher. She's got a big thing with the Omnimex, the robot, the Omnix. That's what it is.
the Omnix.
The whole war that was before that led up
just
to the
before
Overwatch group
Right.
being formed and all that. You know,
Okay.
so, like the whole backstory that they all eventually end up with. Like they've
Kinda neat.
apparently
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a little bit of a backstory. So it's either somebody took a real fucking good stab at making a
Character?
hoax. Yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
or it's
Well,
actually
that's happened,
something.
so-
you know?
I'm betting
surprising.
they probably knew about it, or they allowed it to be
Yeah.
leaked. Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah. Coming up with the 1 year anniversary for No Man's Sky, which we haven't talked about in a while.
Has
Yeah.
anybody even played that?
I did.
This guy.
I played some of it.
The only person I think.
Yeah.
I should ask. I think my brother bought it. Yeah.
That's why it's no man's. He's singular. It's just him. It's just Tony.
It really
so it's
was.
no man's
It
guy.
really was.
Until now.
Bum, bum, bum.
There is a new patch that was just released. One of the key features is there is some co-op multiplayer available in it now.
Okay. That was not available before?
No.
That's...
No.
Oh, no, you might see people, but you couldn't interact with them.
No, well, they claimed that there was, but like people would be on the same planet, supposedly, and they couldn't see each other. So it was like, it was almost like almost your own universe was created by itself. Like, people didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, they had claimed that there was going to be multiplayer.
So no on that.
Interaction, but didn't seem like it. Apparently, though, they've also added a bunch of other features, such as like procedurally generated missions and stuff like, and other advancements to the game.
Really?
I know there was a patch a while back that added like you could make bases, so you could build a base. Apparently, there's been a lot of like with this most recent patch, though. There's also been some UI improvements, low ground flying.
Okay.
Making it a little more realistic, I think, in certain terms. But the big thing is they've got some basic multiplayer in there now.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Multiplayer is going to add a new dimension to just about any game. It
makes me tempted to actually pick it up.
When your game is built around supposedly having that feature, it's nice to have that feature.
It's nice that it works, right?
Yeah.
Well said, Scott. Well said.
Next up, actually, Jess mentioned Telltale Batman Season 2 has just been released.
Just a couple days ago it came out. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah?
So I think they addressed the Joker in this one again. They did somewhat... Is it him?
Spoilers.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
And the first one, it's probably him. We're not stupid. But that should be interesting. I think they get a little more into the Riddler, which in the first one, again, they kind of did a little
hinting to, but not quite. Okay.
But the first one was really good. I don't know if anybody played it.
I've not played any. Are they in relation to any of the Arkham series?
No,
these are
it's
Telltale.
Telltale, so it's kind of got like the same.
This is in relation to
comic
The Wolf Among Us.
Okay.
Style of
Game of Thrones.
I'm familiar with Telltale.
Yeah.
And I know you're
So
a fan of those Telltale
Borderlands
games, aren't you, Jess?
I
What I
have
need then is
become quite the fan.
I need someone to come over to play the game so that I can watch it.
You should just come over to my house
Okay.
so I can get achievements and you can watch me
Okay.
play.
Yeah, even better. There you
And
go.
we can still drink
Win-win.
beers at our place.
Win-win.
Why don't you just sign into my Xbox? We have AC, and I'll watch you play and get achievements.
Drink beer.
I am not seeing a flaw in that plan.
Okay.
I like it.
I've been saying this. I've been saying this for weeks.
You got me at AC.
We're problem solving. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Critical
All right.
thinking.
All right. We'll make it happen.
Last up on
I like
this
a good Telltale. Sorry.
slow news cycle.
Yeah.
Metroid. Nintendo announced a new 3DS XL.
Right.
Actual, system. It is a Metroid themed. The pictures I've seen show it's got like Samus's her helmet scheme.
Okay.
The red and orange. And it's got a little silhouette of her in the armor.
It's usually isn't the Varia suit or something like that.
It's like a yellowy gold.
Yeah, yellow gold.
There's a
Yellow
specific suit
yellow,
that is
orangish,
the best
orangish,
suit,
yellow,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
red. Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
and so and I get it. It's one of their IPs. It's one of their properties. They can, it's. I would do it. I mean, if I were them, I'm surprised they honestly haven't put out like a Zelda one at this point.
Well, so this,
Yeah.
and like you're saying,
that's
they're not
on
releasing
Switch,
a game.
I think they have.
They're not releasing a
I
game.
think
It's
they've done-
just
That's a
the
hint at a
type
new
of thing.
game coming. Maybe
So,
a new.
maybe.
Pretty sure they have, and pretty sure they've also done a Mario one as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yes.
Okay.
I
sure.
To be honest, I have not paid.
Yeah, I'm
ton of
not
attention
100%
to
on that.
handhelds,
You'd have to research that. but
in a while.
I don't follow a lot of the handheld.
Yeah, it's. I lost
devices
interest in the
either.
handhelds back when
they're
straight
so
out of high
good too,
school.
though.
Back when
know?
you couldn't drive in the car.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. The moment I could drive, I stopped paying attention.
I went to the chiropractor this week, and there was a group of 3 kids there with their dad, and the 2 kids were playing the new Pokemon games on their DSs
Sun
and
and Moon.
XLs and
Oh, okay.
Elemento double X's and stuff.
Yeah,
And I was sitting down and I'm talking with them, and Dad comes over and he's like, yeah, I remember having the Game Boy. So him and I got into a conversation about the Game Boy, and he's like, I still have the brick. And it's like, he's like, I handed this to them, and they are
And you were
just
like, how much?
They were like,
this is a piece of shit.
It's so
like,
heavy.
Yeah,
I
like,
can't
what
see
are we
the
doing?
screen. There's no light.
Yeah. I was like, I was like,
sun.
you, this is meant to play in the car on a road trip, but you couldn't play the game in a car on a road trip in the middle of the night. So I mean, it was kind
you
of
bought the light. The little light with the
Even
magnifier.
that light sucked,
but
man.
it
That
had,
light
he had the
sucked.
magnifying lens, and it had
With
the
the light,
lights on both sides.
Yeah.
The game light.
I had the light for the Game Boy Color, and it came in handy.
Did it?
It kind of
color,
sucked, but
yeah.
it
Game
came
Boy
in
Color
handy.
was
Well,
better
it did, because
Yeah.
it very well couldn't get any worse. So when
Yeah.
you put that light on there...
That one for the Game Boy
I mean,
was
it's
just
better
too
than,
light.
like,
I don't know.
holding
if you're
a
gonna go
lighter to
handheld,
the
you gotta have
screen.
backlit screen.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah, well,
you gotta have it.
I think it was
Well.
the technology, though. I mean, the technology wasn't there. I mean, for a backlit screen.
Yes.
To make it
existed, but it would have been like
affordable.
$500.
Yeah.
it would have
That's
been
what I was about to say.
ridiculous
To
have
make it
that.
affordable.
Yeah,
It's what drove
Because-
insane.
Because you got to remember, like those old Tiger, like the little $20.
Yes, yeah,
None
the
of
little-
those were backlit.
It was
because
just an
it was-
LCD.
It was an
Yeah.
LCD,
Yeah.
and like you had like
Ran on 2
4
AAAs.
characters,
Yep.
or four
Yeah.
four sprite like
It probably had 12 different things it could illuminate on the screen.
Yeah.
and,
Yes, it's very expensive,
Yeah.
which is why Julio decided to sell drugs.
Sell drugs.
Yeah.
So he could afford.
There ain't no money in the old mobile
Yes,
game.
you gotta
Unless
sell
you're
these.
Nintendo and you are like just
Paperboy.
raking in mass.
You gotta
users.
sell these
Yeah.
drugs to get that money to get that light on that Game Boy.
Hell no, dude. Julio wasn't started making enough money. He got a Game Gear and enough batteries to freaking play.
Oh,
Keep
shit.
several. Yes, you had to have several. Right.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
had 6 to play, and those things only last.
I
Like
will
4
say
hours.
the Turbo Express on
Yeah.
that scene was
Yeah, it looks
the
great.
cutting edge.
In theory,
Wasn't
And
it?
you could get a TV tuner for it. I think it was like $99.
You get one for the Genesis
for the
too.
TV
Yeah.
I think it was the
tuner.
was it the Nomad? Sega Nomad?
Yeah.
Like a
No.
Nomad. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
no, it was not the Nomad.
There was a thing
Was
you
it?
could-
No,
what
There was
the
an
Nomad?
Atari
there was
Lynx.
a
Remember
Nomad,
the
but it
Atari
was
Lynx?
not the plug in with the rabbit ear that popped up.
Oh,
for
no.
you.
Single
No,
rabbit ear.
that was a different.
You might have.
That's what I'm thinking.
Who can Google? Because I think the Atari Lynx was the first backlit mobile color 32-bit.
32-bit. You
think.
might be right.
I it was much. It only had I can't think a handful of games.
It was either-
Well,
I don't know.
that was a problem though with a lot of the Segas.
So the Nomad was designed to be used with a TV.
Okay.
Meaning that I believe what it means is that it could be hooked up
to
Yeah.
a TV
to a TV.
and play.
But yeah, Sega Game Gear did have a thing that you could just turn it into a TV tuner. Of course,
Yes.
it took about 95 batteries.
Yeah.
And they would
95
drain
triple A's, and you had to have
Show
excuse me,
my
double
camera.
A's, and you had to have underneath the 95 triple A's, you had underneath
Yes.
95 double A's, you had to have a 9-volt.
Yeah, you still had to have
So
it
there's
plugged
90
into the
there's
wall.
technically
and then you had to have that
96
watch
batteries,
battery in there
The
too.
nice thing about having that many batteries
It was
that
hard.
it lasted about 3 minutes. So you did
Unless
get
I did
more
find you can get about almost you can get like 3 minutes and 45 seconds if you mute it. Turn the volume on.
okay. So
you could,
that's
you
pro
could
tip.
squeeze a little extra life
Turn-
out of those
turn the
batteries.
brightness
I've
down.
seen that done once.
Ben's
Yeah,
pro
you turn
tip
the brightness
for
down to
the
damn near
TV tuner.
minimum.
Yeah, that's about accurate. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
And in that time, it takes you to change the 20 batteries it takes
was a
to
thing.
run it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was a thing. Did you guys have any? Is that all our news?
Yeah, that's all our news this week.
Does anybody have a? Jess, do you have any history or anything you want to do or any?
No, I don't have any
else?
history this week.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
So
There's not a lot released in August. In
I do
video
have
games.
something.
Yeah.
I did download and play and I beat
How did it go?
Tacoma on Xbox One. I did the Xbox One version. It just released, I think, last week.
Yeah, I think it was like
is
last
this like a
Thursday or
scary survival, horror survival, or what
No,
was it
no,
called?
it's more of
creepy?
like a Firewatchy type game, but it's Fulbright from Portland,
okay.
Oregon. Shout out to Portland. Fulbright, PDX, Big
In the
Squad, all that good
house.
stuff. Shout out.
Shout,
Yeah, no,
shout.
it's Fulbright. They're from here. They did Gone Home. If you ever played Gone Home, not only that, but they also did some of the content. Minerva's Den for BioShock.
Yeah.
And they're vets. They've been through the whole thing. I liked it. It was cool. It was just it was It was a different way to tell a story in a game that I had never seen before, so the delivery was really cool.
Excellent. Yeah.
It was the story itself had a mechanic. So in order for you to find out what happened, you had to sort of participate in this mechanic and kind of unravel the story of what happened. The premise is you're a contractor that is put up on a space station. And so you're on the space station. Your job there is you're working for this company that has hired you, and they've sent you up there so that you can discover what happened to the members of the people that are on the space station, sort of just kind of like uncover the mystery of what happened there, right? So that's kind of what it's all about. But the way that they deliver the story is pretty neat. And I don't want to give any spoilers or anything out. I did write a review on it if you want to check that out. www.namelessgamerspdx.com. There is a review there, or at I Lagged Out. We did tweet it, I think, earlier today.
Maybe you played it. Maybe you have an opinion.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, I think I put it out there earlier this afternoon.
What's your opinion?
Yeah, it's cool. It's a good game. I liked it. But I do like games like that. Like I really liked Gone Home.
Yeah.
I really liked, I'll throw out like a Firewatch.
I saw a few minutes of it. It is interesting.
So sort of a walking simulator, story driven game. Not like a ton of combat or anything happening or anything like that, but it was good. But it was good.
Suspenseful at times.
Yeah, and I thought that the way that they told the story was pretty, like, really cool. Like I'd never seen anything done that way. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's my thing that's what I have to say about Tacoma. I didn't have, it's about a 4-hour playthrough.
All right.
It's good looking. The music's really good. Sounds really good. It's interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Do we have, are we ready for the question of the week, or should we?
Sure.
Yeah. What do
I
you
got
got?
a question.
Anybody
I got a
been playing
question for you.
anything? We skipped over anybody been playing anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we can
did.
ask that. We can do that now.
Anybody playing anything new, old? You went back to something? You? Jess? What do you got?
I know you guys kind of covered it last week, but I've been playing Injustice 2. I got it on one of those Amazon deal
We
days
did
for a
mention
good
that.
price.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's good. It's got some new characters, some old classics. There's a couple that are missing, but whatever. It's what they do. It's what they do.
So I know that's a fighting game, correct?
Yes, it is.
So do they do like a little story mode with it too, or?
Yeah, they do. They've got their cut scenes, and then
each
whatever,
fighter's got a story you can
no,
unlock.
fuck you, and then they fight, and then there's a cut scene afterwards. It's
Yeah. Okay.
not a bad story. The first
Yeah,
one
it
was
looks
pretty good.
cool.
The story was good in the first one too.
That's cool.
I get some things mixed up, like Flashpoint Paradox and other alternative universe stories.
Yeah.
Well, when you spend a lot of time in different
Hard to keep it
alternate
straight.
realities,
Yeah.
It's pretty
Well,
damn
then
it.
DC
cross
got
over.
real weird for a while. I know that.
Wow.
Like their alternate universe
There's
stuff and
there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's hard to
their
keep straight.
reunification stuff. I know got really weird too.
And then you got the TV shows
comics.
too. Fuck.
yeah.
yeah. You get the TVs, you got the
It's
movie.
a lot
now
to
you
keep
get the video
track of.
games.
Yeah.
It is. It is a lot for one nerd to keep track of.
Scott, you mentioned
You
you
gotta
had something you wanted to throw out too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I finally beat Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon.
This is
The
Wildlands.
Badland,
Yeah,
Wildlands.
This is against the Mexican drug cartel.
Well,
am I wrong?
it's
Or
it's
you're in
the
a
Santa
country
Blanca.
Similar
You
to
are
Mexico,
against
fighting
Santa
a cartel
Blanca.
similar to the
yes,
Drug
yes.
cartel.
All-
Some sort of cartel in some sort of Spanish-speaking country.
you're
Okay.
in Bolivia.
Oh,
It
okay.
is the Santa Blanca.
South. Okay.
All of these are not based on real events and do not necessarily
Of course, yeah.
reflect the views of Tom Clancy. No, it's good. I like the game. It's fun. It gives you a lot to do. Plenty of stuff to do. Once you've beat a little bit of something, you can keep playing. There's a lot of stuff that you can keep doing for missions to play it.
Okay.
Give you a lot of weapons, a lot of variety with what you can do with the guns, and your character, which is pretty fun. You get a lot of guns, more guns. Just makes guns make a
That's
game
cool.
great.
Yeah.
That's
I just thought sometimes that's what it comes down to. If you're not happy
Seemed like the right
using
thing
your
to do.
tool, you find a different tool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It's nice. It's nice when they give you
That's
a
what
lot.
she said.
Fucking A.
Yeah, and when they give you a lot to do on it, it's pretty fun.
Do they?
And then also we went out for Jessica's birthday.
Okay.
We got to play an NES Classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That thing
We
is
did.
tinier than you fucking think.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's very
it is
small.
super
It is
little.
small as
Where at?
balls.
Where'd you encounter this thing?
This dude that works at the pet store with me
The sexy pet
What
store.
up?
Yeah.
has the same birthday.
After
So we
dark.
went out and we did some bowling at Big Al's, which is, a fancy
Yeah.
bowling,
Yeah.
not shitty bowling alley.
Right.
Sometimes those shitty bowling alleys are fun though.
Yeah, but arcade games and
Yeah.
all that jazz, and
Depends on what
Yeah,
clothes
yeah.
you
the
have
more
clean.
expensive room that has less
That's true.
children in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lounge bowling. I know exactly. Yeah, it's
So
worth
we,
it. It's totally worth it.
got
Yeah,
drunk,
it is.
did some bowling, went back to his house. He's got the NES Classic.
Oh, he had one. Okay.
His brother actually picked it up.
Yeah,
from
Okay.
Frickin' steal.
He,
He got really fucking cheap.
bought it
really
off a
cheap.
waitress at an Applebee's.
Perfect.
Really?
That's how you want to get them. I've heard.
Yep.
I've heard if you want to get an NES Classic, go to Applebee's.
Is there like
That's
a
where you'll
waitress
get
at Applebee's.com, or is that like a
not yet.
You can Google
Craigslist Applebee's waitress selling for sale?
I believe
There's a
How do
hierarchy. I'm
It
pretty
is
sure.
the waitress at the Applebee's by 4th Plane
Okay.
in Vancouver, Washington.
Yes.
That's why we-
Apparently,
see, that's why we don't
everybody,
have
if you're looking for one, Applebee's,
Those
4th
fucking
Plane,
Chili's
Vancouver.
waitresses
I'm
will
more
rip
interested in
you
the
off.
Super NES Classic.
It's coming out.
Yeah,
it's
when's
not
that
here
come out?
yet.
It's coming out.
Good luck on that.
If you haven't pre-ordered, you fucked.
No, I have a Raspberry
I
Pi.
wish you the best.
I mean, if I want to play an NES
Yeah,
game,
true.
Well,
or an SNES game,
I've heard you can
Or-
do that.
or
we
any
can make
game.
it happen. You know?
I've heard that one can do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right on.
But that was fun. That was fun to play that. They had a bunch of games on there.
Yeah.
A lot of them you just kept skipping over. We kept going back to like Punch Out
yeah,
and
the classics.
Castlevania and
Yes.
Simon's Quest and like
Yes.
the Marios
Right.
and stuff. Kept skipping over that. But so that was kind of fun to get hands on that. Actually get to play it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I did play Dr. Mario for the first time.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, the like
The old
pill.
ga- that was the
Tetris
old Game Boy.
It's-
The
it's-
color,
original.
the lining up the pills.
It's the first time I've even seen it in real life.
Oh, okay.
Functioning.
I want
Yeah,
to say I
it
had
was-
some Game Boy time with Dr.
I believe
Mario.
we may have it right over here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll have to look later.
Yeah.
There it is.
Anybody
Right
else
on.
been playing anything?
Yeah. So I've been playing like usual, a little bit of Final Fantasy 14 and plowing through that main story. But last week we started playing a little bit here on your console of the Lord of the Rings: Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah.
So I have a copy of that
Yeah.
for my PC. And have been jumping into that for, nice thing is with that
Really
one,
good
you
looking
can jump
game.
in.
Yeah.
You can jump in for 20 minutes. You don't need to be playing for an hour
Right.
and a half to get things done. You could play for 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Achieve an
Get a few
objective.
things
Yeah.
done
Right on.
and then, jump back out, if you've got to jump out. And it's kind of fun. Like one of the things we were talking about last week was like, if you can get the combat sequencing down, like the flow of the combat,
Yes.
it makes
Right.
it like you can really start doing some crazy stuff. And I'm still low level in it and everything, but like starting to get that flow with the combat, and you start to just
Yeah.
murder orcs.
At that point, you're like,
Orcs. Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, you're going on like 50 hit streaks, stuff like that.
Right
you know? So it can get a little crazy there. Yeah, it's entertaining. So if you haven't played it,
Nice.
I know
Yeah, it's good.
it was on the Steam summer sale, so you missed it. But if you can pick it up cheap, whether it's on the
November
consoles-
probably be your next opportunity.
Probably November, yeah.
Right.
Black Friday, they always do like a big sale.
Yeah,
You know,
there's the
every
November
platform. So that's
that's
probably what
right.
you're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
I'll probably see it.
on that.
And if you can get the Game of the Year edition, I got it for like
Yes.
$3-4.
If that's
Hey,
if the
good
Game
deal.
of the Year games are on sale, it's always worth it.
Yeah, you get all the
Yeah.
DLC and all that with it.
There's
Yeah.
about 12 DLCs with this thing, and like about a third of them to a quarter to a third of them are free. Because they're
Okay.
just like multiplayer add-ons, this, that, whatever. The rest of them are like paid. So
Yeah.
whatever, it's a $3 DLC, a $10 DLC, a $2 DLC. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I got a BF4, Battlefield 4 DLC, something about one of the dragons.
That
Yeah.
is,
Oh, yeah.
that is not where my
I
mind
was like-
went.
I know. And Battlefield 4, the old,
Are you
the old,
still stuck at the sexy
the old
pet shop?
shooter, yeah. And I was like, I haven't played this game
I'm
forever.
adjacent to the sexy pet shop.
Yeah, that's a weird place to be.
We've come back.
Sexy Pet Shop adjacent.
Yeah.
Swapped species.
So yeah, you got one of the Battlefield 4.
Dragon's Teeth,
Dragon Teeth,
Tail or something
Dragon
like that.
Tooth, something like that.
Yeah.
Like I think it gives you some guns and some maps, whatever. I don't know. I went in for one game,
Okay.
and
This is a multiplayer.
It's Battlefield, so it's like COD.
This is a FPS team deathmatch on a little chunk of the map or whatever.
Okay.
I ended up in. I think Tony used to watch. You were always there.
Yeah,
Locker.
Yes.
So
I hate Locker, first of all, myself. I know you like it.
I pulled out the old shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Locker shotgun. So anybody that hasn't played it, real quick, Locker's fairly close quarters.
It's like a CQB match. You're in like
three quarters
bunker.
of it
You're in like a
is-
military bunker.
Yeah, 3/4 of it is close quarters. And then you've got a big section on where you kind of go outside
There's
the bunker.
sort of one hallway and one outside section where
Yeah.
people try and snipe, but it fails miserably.
Yeah. So
Doesn't
you got
really
like
work
3
very good.
houllways, and then you got the outside section. Or 2
Gotcha.
hallways.
The Sega magazine
12.
magazine
Sega
fed
12K.
12 gauge with darts, the Fletch darts thing,
Fletch.
right? So you get the range. And I was in I got into the end of a game, but I think I was at 16 kills and like 3 deaths. I think,
Wow.
when it ended, yeah, I
Wow.
was like, oh, still got it. So then of course you turn it off because you don't keep playing. I don't know why.
You just kind of blow on the hand and just wipe it on
dust
the next.
off those sticks.
Yeah. All right. I still got it. I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, there's something I want to throw out there.
What's that, Randy?
You especially, since we're talking about Battlefield, and that's that Overwatch is actually adding a deathmatch and team deathmatch. I think we definitely talked about it earlier in circles, but
Yeah.
I thought I'd mention it here on the podcast because
I think you were actually out of the room.
that
when we were
Okay.
is coming to Overwatch in the update soon. So there will be like a team deathmatch and also a
Single player deathmatch.
straight up deathmatch,
Free for all.
free for all situation.
Really?
coming. Yeah.
Well, I like a good FFA.
Which means that like
that's fun.
I don't know how that's going to work
Fake?
because it's like it's
Yeah,
weird.
how's
it
that
sounds
going to work
weird.
on Overwatch? Because
Yeah,
Overwatch at its core is based on
It's all about
teamwork.
team.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that people will be like maybe tooled differently. If that makes sense.
They may power up people
Maybe.
differently. Yeah.
Yeah, for different modes because like for free for all, like it would suck
Like
to
Mercy
be like,
would be absolutely
totally
worth
that's
it.
Yeah,
totally
it'd be
going to
hard.
change the game then if they.
But I mean, at the same time,
Maybe they'll figure it out.
yeah, I'm sure
But
they've
They're the
you could
professionals.
You could
Maybe.
see for like an FFA though,
Something figured
where
maybe they'll disable certain characters for certain modes. I don't know.
yeah,
You know?
well, I
Okay,
mean,
yeah.
or you'd see like Mercy switches from being a healer to like her
A
shit
DPS.
does like her staff does
Like she'd be
damage or
great in
something.
like team deathmatch. She'd be
team
like,
deathmatch. She'd be
great.
great.
You know,
Yeah.
kind of the way
Constantly
I look at it.
rezzing. Yeah,
I mean, because
heals.
that's where I get lost. Is like I'm in most of my team deathmatch. You have a guy that might drop health, and anybody can pick up the health. He can drop ammo, and anybody can pick up the ammo. I like there isn't someone with a specific healing role and a specific damage absorption or damage taking role, that kind of thing. Like I get a little lost in the mix, and I go revert back to. There's a guy.
Point, shoot, kill.
I got to put as many in his head as I can until he goes down, and I'm gonna follow him around that wall or around that pillar. And like, but with Overwatch, a lot more thought is
want to
involved.
do that. Yeah.
Sometimes. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there as well because I know that.
Well, and
You're
Randy
into
and I
that
were
type of
talking
shit,
like
so.
that type of stuff that would make certain characters potentially extremely valuable, like a Torbjorn.
Yeah,
where you got turrets.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Bastion, where you turn into a
yeah, you
turret.
can just drop a fucking auto turret there.
Where you can basically create choke points out of it.
It just depends on how they're tooled for the for those particular modes.
I wouldn't be shocked because I know part of one of the next updates is also some rebalancing buffs and nerfs and stuff that they always do.
I kind of like that. That's Overwatch. There, you never know which way they're going to go. They could nerf something, they could buff something, and
they're always trying to make
the
stuff.
slightest little tweak can change the whole flow of the game because everybody is dependent on everybody else.
Yeah.
And if somebody gets a little tweak or added a new ability or some ability is taken away or strengthened, now things are totally different. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be shocked if we see some like a Torbjorn, his turrets nerfed. Only in
I could see that
deathmatch.
I have a feeling
because
okay, or maybe it might not be an option in deathmatch. Who knows? We could sit here and speculate all day.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if you see
It is.
that.
It's just speculation. We'll wait and see what they do. Scott, you have a question for
For the masses?
for this
Yeah.
podcast?
Huddled,
What are you
yearning for a question.
The huddled masses yearning for my questions.
Yeah.
For my sound of my voice. Okay. So, there's many stories to a video game. Some put a little more effort into the story, dialogue, making you feel for the character.
Oh, yes. Right.
Making you either like them or dislike this character.
Yeah.
Was there a particular character that you felt unusually drawn to, or particularly really didn't like because of a storyline, plot, or twist? Am I explaining that correctly? Like somebody like the character, the
character
antagonist
that
or
you were drawn
protagonist,
to because of the plot twist. You were drawn to this,
or
person?
didn't like
perhaps
them.
like
Or
you felt like
decided,
you
fuck
could
that guy.
Did you
you could
feel
identify better,
Yes.
easier with this character,
Or hate it.
because of a twist or a certain thing, or was there somebody that you were like, no, like exact opposite? Was there somebody that was like one little thing in their storyline made you completely hate this person? Boss, side character,
So was there,
whatever character it is
Okay.
that they've put a storyline into.
Okay.
Has there been a character that pops in your head that you're just like, fuck you? Or is there a character that's like, yeah, I totally get what this person's going for. I am siding with you. Let's go save the day.
Let's go.
So basically, was there a character you felt emotionally charged about because of the story?
Yeah.
One way or the other?
A little more emotionality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that word up. Emotionality.
Okay.
Okay. We got two really big freaking guys. We're going to make that up.
I feel like I'm like Ben at this point. Like, oh, I got my answer.
Okay. Write it down. Write it down.
because I'm going to
And
forget
we'll-
in 2
yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to tack on the end of this dragon tail? This big
Red
old
Rocket.
Yeah. I just want to thank everybody for listening.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Softly polite.
Yeah.
Everyone's very
Who
polite.
loves you and who do you love?
Woo!
Us.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, if you have a question or a comment, let us know on Twitter at iLaggedOut, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, or email us direct at namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com, where we will gladly answer those emails as we get them. Check out our Facebook, by the way. You can search for Nameless Gamers PDX on Google and find all kinds of good stuff. Or check Nameless Gamers PDX on Facebook to find us. Thanks for listening. Shout out to Pig Squad, as I mentioned earlier. Portland Indie Game Squad. Check them out. www.pigsquad.com.
That's 3 W's, by the way.
3 W's, yeah. I might have said 9 there. I'm sorry. Support us at www.patreon.com/iLaggedOut. If you want to support the show, follow us on Twitter at iLaggedOut. We appreciate you telling a friend. Do that. Pass on the knowledge. Thank you for reviewing and subscribing. And I hate this sexy pet shop.
I do too.
What? Map.